Hello students, welcome to Veranda Excel. The next interesting topic, already have completed basic concept in costing, unit cost, cost sheet also. Now we are moving to the next beautiful topic, material costing. Material costing, important question, important topic. Frequently asked questions come from the material costing. A category item, most important topic. Material costing. What do you mean by material cost? Material cost represent what? Material cost represent cost incurred for the purpose of physical, tangible input. Physical, tangible input. Cost incurred for the purpose of physical, tangible input is called material cost. What is called physical, tangible input? Input represent raw material. Therefore, cost incurred for the purpose of physical, tangible input to produce the product, is called material cost. So, physical, tangible input to produce the product. Which one is the input to produce the product? Nothing but the output, raw material. So, the raw material cost is called material cost. So, material cost represent purchase value of raw material or raw material consumption value. Okay, raw material consumption. In previous topic, you have come across in cost sheet, cost of raw material consumed. That is called material cost. Now, with respect to material cost, there are two types are there in material cost. There are two types. One is direct material cost, another one is indirect material cost. Direct material cost and indirect material cost. What is called direct material cost? It's purely based on relationship-based classification. On the basis of relationship, cost can be classified into two types. One is direct cost, another one is indirect cost. Same manner, direct material cost and indirect material cost. What is called direct material cost? Cost incurred for physical tangible input that too directly attributable to produce a product is called direct material cost, which is indirectly helps you to produce a product are called indirect material cost. Both the direct as well as indirect material cost will form part of our material cost. Now, how to reduce the material cost? You know, cost reduction and the cost control and all. If you are going to see each and every topic, we want to achieve any one of the objectives of costing. You know objectives of costing. What are all the objectives of costing? 6 objects are there. Ascertainment of cost, determination of selling price, ascertainment of profit on each activity, cost control, cost reduction, decision making purpose. These are all what? 6 objectives of costing. If you are going to see each and every topic, we want to achieve any one of the objectives of costing. Why we need costing? We want to achieve any one of the objects. Object behind costing is important. The first topic, cost sheet you come across. What is the object behind cost sheet? Why we have to prepare cost sheet? For the purpose of ascertainment of cost. The object behind cost sheet is what? We want to ascertain the cost. Clear? Then material costing. So we have to ascertain the cost. We have to fix the profit, identify the profit. Therefore, ascertainment of the cost is the criteria. Next, with respect to material cost, what is this particular topic? What is the object? Our object, like previous topic, we want to ascertain the cost. Here we want to minimize the cost. Therefore, the object behind material costing is we want to minimize the cost. How to minimize the cost? By way of cost reduction and by way of cost control. Combination of both, we want to minimize the cost. So, how to minimize the cost? How to minimize material cost? that is called material cost controlling technique. What is that called? Material cost controlling technique. What are all the ways are there to minimize the material cost? That is called material cost controlling technique. What are all the ways are there to minimize the cost? The first one, purchase procedure, material accounting procedure, purchase procedure, material accounting procedure, setting of various stock levels, setting of various stock levels, economic ordering quantity, EOQ, setting of various stock level, economic ordering quantity, ABC analysis, ABC analysis, two-bin system, BIN, okay, TWO2, two-bin system, bill of material and material requisition note, bill of material and material requisition note, accounting for landing cost, accounting for landing cost, accounting for wastage, waste scrap, spoilage and defective, accounting for waste, scrap, spoilage and defective, perpetual inventory system and continuous stock verification, also called continuous stock taking, perpetual inventory system and continuous stock taking. Then budgetary control, ratio analysis. These are all what? Various ways are there with respect to what? Controlling the material cost. What are all the ways are there? Purchase procedure, material accounting procedure, setting of various stock level, economic ordering quantity, ABC analysis, two-bin system, bill of material and material requisition note, accounting for landing cost, accounting for waste, scrap, spoilage and defective, perpetual inventory system and continuous stock verification, budgetary control and what? Ratio analysis. These are all the various techniques are that to what? Minimize the cost. Our object is to minimization of cost. What is the first one? Purchase procedure. What is called purchase procedure? With respect to purchase procedure, before we are going to buy the product, before you are going to place the order, we should have the proper plan. Plan with respect to what? From where I have to buy. How much I have to buy. In what rate I have to buy. How much I have to pay. The what rate I have to pay. That is called what? Proper plan. Where to buy, how much I have to buy, in what rate I have to pay. Clear? Who are all the suppliers are there? You have to find who are all the suppliers. So before making what? Before making purchase order, we should have the proper plan. Before you are going to purchase the raw material, we should have the proper plan. That planning process is called what? Purchase procedure. Why we have to do the planning process? Our objective is what? Minimization of cost. So that we can be in the position to reduce the overall cost of the product. Understood logic or not? So that we need some proper plan. For example, suppose For your birthday, you want to purchase dress material. You will buy the dress, no? For purchase, you are going to purchase the dress material. Before you are going to buy, can you please tell me, just like that you will go on to purchase the dress material, or you may have some plan to buy? Nobody will going to buy just like that. You may have some proper plan. What plan? Which shop you have to go? What type of dress you want? What is the trend for nowadays? Whether negotiation is possible or not. Which design you want? Discount is available or not? How many dress you have to buy? Budget for what buying the material. Clear? So you may have some proper plan. You'll have the rough idea. Accordingly only you are going to buy. Nobody going to buy just like that, they'll purchase the product. Clear? If I'm going to have the proper plan, then what is the advantage? If I'm going to have the proper plan, I may get some discount, or I may get what? Cheaper and better product I can get. Am I right? Same product is available some other place, buy one get one offer, or some discount, then we should not feel later. Therefore, we need some proper plan to make a what? Buying, purchase order, so that we can have the savings. How much you can be the person to save? Assume you are going to purchase for 2,000 worth of the dress material. You are going to spend 2,000 rupees. Then, if you have some proper plan, maximum 200 rupees you can save. Am I right? So, where to buy, how much I got to buy, where is a cheaper product available, which shop is best. If I am going to analyze properly, maximum I can save 200 rupees. Nothing but what? 10% saving out of 2,200 rupees saving. So, the 10% saving is a nice saving or not? Yes, of course. Out of 2,000, if I am going to save 200 rupees, it's a nice saving only. The same manner. For you as an individual, 200 rupees a big saving means, company's point of view, company need raw material, company need material, raw material on daily basis. They have to spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees for the purpose of purchasing the raw material. If they are going to spend lakhs of rupees to buy the raw material, then they should have some proper plan. No? From which supplier I have to buy? How much quantity I have to buy? Whether door delivery is possible or not? Whether they are going to deliver the product on door possible or not? Whether negotiation is possible or not? Discount is possible or not? Just-in-time purchase is possible or not? I have to quality of the product is good or not? I have to analyze. Why I have to analyze? So that I can have the proper savings in my cost. Or for example, I am having the plan, I am required quantity of raw material. Assume 1 lakh kgs of raw material. 1 lakh kgs of raw material I need per month to produce the product. Purchase price of raw material comes to 10 rupees. Therefore, how much I have to spend? 1 lakh into 10 is equal to 10 lakhs rupees I have to spend for the purpose of purchasing the raw material. So, per annum, how much I have to spend? 12 months. Therefore, 1 crore 20 lakhs, 120 lakhs, 1 crore 20 lakhs rupees I have to spend for the purpose of purchasing the raw material. No, I have to spend 1 crore 20 lakhs rupees. If I am having the proper plan, I am having tie-up agreement with you. I need raw material, I am going to buy the raw material from you. So, since I am going to give the business to the extent of 1 crore 20 lakhs, since I am going to purchase the product to the extent of 1 crore 20 lakhs, your sales, your turnover is going to get increased extra 1 crore 20 lakhs. So, by way of single customer, you are going to get the huge revenue. Then, why don't you reduce the selling price? Even 1 rupee if you are going to reduce, that is equal to 10% savings. Am I right? Out of 10 rupee, 1 rupee saving means 10%. Therefore, how much the cost savings for me? Cost saving 10% if I am going to agree means 12 lakh rupees a savings by way of negotiation. How much the saving? 12 lakhs. So, 12 lakh is a saving, nothing but 1 lakh is a saving per month. So, how much the incremental profit? The same 12 lakh is a extra profit. By way of agreement, by way of proper plan, I have saved 12 lakh rupees. It's a nice arrangement or not? If you want to get the 12 lakhs profit, think it of sales minus all cost, only profit will come. To reach 12 lakhs profit, how much sales you have to tell? You have to sell what? Huge quantity. Now, we are going to by way of one agreement, one negotiation process, we have saved 12 lakhs rupees. Therefore, if I have some proper plan, we can be the person to what? Reduce the cost, overall cost of the company. Reduction in cost is equal to incremental profit. So, reduction in cost leads to increase in profit of the company. How much I reduce the cost, that is equal to savings, my profit to the company. Understand logic or not? That planning process is called what? Purchase procedure, so that we can get huge profits. Then what are the next one? The next one is called material accounting procedure. With respect to material accounting procedure, what is called material accounting procedure, sir? Material accounting procedure. Okay. What is called material accounting procedure? Unless otherwise you are going to record, unless otherwise you are going to account properly, record properly, very difficult for you to reduce the cost. That process is called material accounting procedure. I want to reduce the cost. For that, I have to record properly, account it properly. That's why record properly. That is called material accounting procedure. Clear? Why you have to record, sir? If I am going to record properly, I can have the comparison. I may have the data. Understand logic or not? Suppose you are coming to the Chennai and you are attending classes. Then as an outstation student, you may going to have the food in canteen or other ward, nearby hotel, mess. But you may prefer for lunch one different hotel, breakfast you may going to prefer some other mess, tea or coffee some other shop you may prefer. Why? You may have 10 choice or 50, 10 to 5 to 10 choice will be there. Out of 10 hotel, which hotel is the cheaper and best? According to your taste, according to your affordability, you are going to choose. If I am having 5 hotels, out of 5 hotels, which hotel is best, I can identify. Easily comparable. But if you are going to see in company like MNCs and all, thousands and thousands of transactions will be there. Thousands and thousands of suppliers will be there. Thousands and thousands of customers will be there. Then it is very difficult for me to compare. So very difficult to retain. Therefore, it should be there in the black and white. It will be there in the record. If it is there in the record, I can verify. If I am going to verify, even if I am going to remember, think it of men may come, men may go. Today I may be there in the accountant seat. Tomorrow other person going to occupy the seat. In this circumstance, it should be there in the record for verification. If it is there in the record, then I can verify. 5 rupees raw material per kg. Why you are charged 5 rupees? Another supplier, Mr. Riaz has ready to give 4 rupees. Why you are charging 5 rupees? I am going to compare from one supplier to another supplier. If you are not ready to reduce the price, I can be the person to change the supplier. I can be the person to buy it from other person. For that I need a record, no? For the purpose of comparison. Therefore, we need some record. The records are called, that will help to what? Reduce the overall cost of the company. So we can make a proper decision. The records are here called stores record. What are they called? Stores record. So material accounting procedure, we have to record. The records are called here stores record. That stores record consists of 3 different types of record. Stores record consists of the record which is maintained in the store is called stores record. Clear? That is with respect to what? Raw material. The record stores record consists of 3 different types of records. One is called bin card. B-I-N, bin. C-A-R-D, bin card. Second one, stores ledger. Third one, stock control card. Stock control card. So what all the 3 things are there? Bin card, stores ledger and stock control card. Explain stores record. It's a frequently asked 3-mark question. So stores record consists of what plus what plus what? Bin card, stores ledger and stock control card. Bin card represent mere quantitative record. Bin card represent mere quantitative record. Stock control card is also mere quantitative record. Bin card and stock control card both are what? Quantitative record. Whereas stores ledger, it consists of both quantity and value based record. It's a combination of quantity and value based record. Bin card is mere quantitative record. Stores ledger is combination of quantity and value based record. Stock control card is also quantitative record. So stores record consists of 3 different types of records: bin card, stores ledger, and stock control card. The next important question is, what is the difference between bin card and stores ledger? It's a frequently asked 5-mark question. Difference between bin card versus stores ledger. Bin card versus stores ledger. What is the difference between bin card and stores ledger? You know the first difference. What is the first difference? Bin card is mere, yes, quantitative record, whereas stores ledger, both quantity and value based record. It's a combination of quantity and value based record. Before you are going to discuss about the difference between the bin card and the stores ledger, you should be in the position to know what is called bin card. You know what is called the stores ledger. Ledger, you know what is called ledger: debit side, credit side, particulars, unit, rate, amount. Clear? You can be in the position to visualize what is called a ledger. Unit also will be there, rate also will be there, value also will be there. That's why it's called the what? Both the quantity and the value based record is called the stores ledger. Then what is called the bin card? Bin card represent what? Bin card represent. So without knowing what is called the bin card, very difficult for you to write the difference between bin card versus stores ledger. Understood? So bin card represent what? Bin card represent where there is a bin, the card will be there. That cards are called bin card. Understood? Where there is a bin, the card will be there. That cards are called bin card. Our approach always simplified approach only. Learn with the fun. Happily how to learn. Learn with the concepts. Where there is a bin, the card will be there. The cards are called bin card. Understood? Simple definition. No? Now, where there is a bin, the moment I am going to use the word bin, the moment I am going to say bin, immediately you can remember what? Yes. The moment I am going to say bin, immediately you can remember dustbin. Am I right or not? What is called dustbin? Yes. What is called dustbin? Where I am going to keep the dust is called dustbin. Or especially in India, nearby we are going to keep the dust. Okay? Dustbin will be always empty. Nearby only you are going to keep the dust. Okay? So where I am going to keep the dust is called dustbin. Understood or not? Remember one thing. Since we are keeping the dust, it's called dustbin. Am I right or not? Otherwise, it's going to be called bin only. Are you with me? Since we are keeping the dust, it's called dustbin. Otherwise, it's called bin only, no? The same bin, I can use it in the bathroom to take the water. Then it is called bin only. I can use it for any other purpose. Am I right? If I am going to keep the dust, it's called dustbin. Otherwise, it's called bin only. Therefore, what is called bin? The bin is nothing but container. The vessel, the patram is called bin. Understood logic or not? So, bin is nothing but what? One container. Can you please tell me whether container is important or content is important? What is important, Kanna? Container or content? So, content only important. Am I right? Okay. Container versus content means content. We are going to pay the money only for the content. Am I right? Now we can be the person to see the difference between bin card and the stores ledger. Now you got it understood what is called the bin, what is called the bin card. The first difference, bin card quantitative record, whereas stores ledger both quantity and value based record. Where the bin card will be there? Available in. Where there is a bin, the bin will be, card will be there. Therefore, it's called the bin card. Where and all bins will be there? It will be there in the what? Where and all stores, in the stores department. Therefore, bin will be there in the stores department. Available in stores department. Whereas stores ledger, all the ledgers will be there in cost accounting department. Available in cost accounting department. Then bin card. If it is there in the stores department, who has to maintain? Maintained by storekeeper. Storekeeper has to maintain the same. Whereas stores ledger, it is there in the cost accounting department. Who has to maintain? Our cost accountant, CMA, cost accountant has to maintain the same. When we have to pass the entry, whenever I am going to take the raw material, immediately I have to what? Pass the entry. Therefore, when I have to give the posting or entry passing, when? Instant posting, immediate posting. Whereas stores ledger, even the tally is a soft ledger. When we are going to pass the entry? Periodic interval we can pass the entry. Okay? Periodic basis, once in a day, day end, or once in a week, or once in a month, periodic manner we can pass the entry. So, instant posting, periodic interval we can pass the entry. Then, closing balance represent what? Entry balance closing will be there. 1000 units or 100 units are there. Less 10 units taken for job A. Remaining 90. I am going to countersign. The remaining 90 is the closing. Closing represent what? Closing balance in bin card represent closing stock of raw material. What is the raw material available stock? Okay. Closing balance represent closing stock of raw material available in your hand. Whereas in stores ledger, closing balance represent what? That is for the purpose of reconciliation. What reconciliation? Quantity we have to reconcile with the bin card and value you have to reconcile with the general ledger. Quantity we have to reconcile with the bin card, whereas value you have to reconcile with the general ledger. Then, with respect to bin card, whether the bin card, based on bin card, is it easy for it to identify the stock, or based on stores ledger can identify the stock? Identification of stock. I want raw material A. In what basis I can identify immediately or easily? Bin card, because bin card going to specify its raw material A. This is raw material B. This is raw material C. I can identify. Based on ledger, very difficult for it to identify. Technically qualified person only can be the person to identify which raw material. Am I right? Therefore, based on bin card, identification of raw material is very easy based on bin card. But based on stores ledger, not so easy. Based on stores ledger, not so easy. Then where the bin card will be there? Where and all bins are there and all bin card will be there. Therefore, records are spread over wide area. All the place it will be there. Records are spread over wide area in case of bin card. Whereas stores ledger available in only one place, that too in stores department. Available only in one place. Only in one place. So this is what the difference between bin card versus stores ledger. Frequently asked question, 5-mark question. So what is the difference between bin card and the stores ledger? Bin card quantitative record. Here stores ledger both quantity and value based record. Bin card available in stores department, whereas stores ledger available in cost accounting department. Bin card has been maintained by the storekeeper, whereas stores ledger has to be maintained by the cost accountant. Posting with respect to bin card, instant posting, whereas stores ledger, periodic interval you have to give the posting. Closing balance in bin card represent closing stock of raw material, whereas in stores ledger, closing balance is for the purpose of reconciliation. Quantity we have to reconcile with the bin card, value you have to reconcile with the general ledger. Identification of raw material is very easy with respect to bin card, whereas in stores ledger, not so easy. Then bin card, records are spread over wide area, whereas in stores ledger, records are available only in one place. This is what the difference between bin card versus stores ledger. Understood? Now, the next one is called setting of various stock levels. With respect to various stock levels, setting of various stock levels. Various stock levels. What are all the various levels of stocks are available? Various stock levels. One is called maximum level, minimum level, average level, reorder level, danger level, zero level. These are all the various levels of stock. What are all the maximum level, average level, reorder level, minimum level, danger level, and zero level. These are all various levels of stock. So, we should be in the position to know various levels of stock. We should have the control over the various levels of stock. Why we have to know the various levels of stock? At least minimum how many quantity we have to keep, that is supposed to aware. Maximum how many quantity you have to purchase, how much you have to keep it in your godown, that is called the maximum level. When we have to purchase, repurchase, reorder level, if you don't know means, then very difficult for it to run the business. And the stock is not available, nothing but stock out, then continuity of the business is going to get affected. Then going concern going to get affected. Or what? Stoppage of production will be there. Then, because of the raw material is not available, if I am going to stop, thousands of workers are there in the factory, shortage of raw material, I am going to stop even a one day. The one day workers won't have any work. In spite of that, they have to pay salary for them. It's unnecessary loss to the company. No? Therefore, you should be in the position to know what are all the various levels of stock. What are all the levels you have to remember? Maximum level, average level, reorder level, minimum level, danger level. Zero level, nothing but no stock at all. That is called zero level. And this particular segment is fully formula based segment. Based on the formula only, they are going to ask the question. Now, we will see one by one formula. What are the first one? Formula with respect to maximum level. Formula for maximum level is equal to reorder level plus reordering quantity minus minimum usage into minimum lead time. What about the formula? Reorder level plus reordering quantity minus minimum usage into minimum lead time. Then, formula for reorder level is equal to formula for reorder level maximum usage into maximum lead time. Maximum usage into maximum lead time. Lead time represent what? Lead time represent time gap between date of order and date of receipt of goods. In the sense what? When I am going to place the order, when I am going to receive the good, date of order and date of receipt of goods. Today I am going to place the order, I need raw material. Tomorrow they are going to deliver the material. Therefore, one day I have to wait. No, that is called what? Lead time. Lead time is the time gap between date of order and date of receipt of goods is called lead time. Now, first one, maximum level. What is the formula for maximum level? Reorder level plus reordering quantity minus minimum usage into minimum lead time. Formula for reorder level, maximum usage into maximum lead time. Formula for minimum level is equal to reorder level minus average usage into average lead time. Reorder level minus average usage into average lead time. Formula for average level is equal to minimum level plus maximum level whole divided by 2 is called what? Average level formula. Minimum plus maximum divided by 2. Okay, simple average. Or alternative formula, minimum level plus half of the reordering quantity. Minimum level plus half of the reordering quantity. Next one is called danger level. Formula for danger level, minimum usage into minimum lead time or minimum usage into minimum time for emergency purchase. Minimum usage into minimum lead time or minimum usage into minimum time for emergency purchase. These are all the various formula. Minimum usage, sometimes they are substituted by way of normal usage also. Normal usage into normal lead time. Both are correct only, but any one of the formula you can follow. Okay, uniformly you can follow the same formulas. Clear? So what are the first one? For this segment is full and full based on what? Formula based segment. You have to remember the formula. What are the first one? Maximum level is equal to reorder level plus reordering quantity minus minimum usage into minimum lead time. Formula lead time represent what? It's a time gap between date of order and date of receipt of goods is called lead time. Formula for reorder level, maximum usage into maximum lead time. Formula for minimum level, reorder level minus average usage into average lead time. Formula for average level, minimum level plus maximum level whole divided by 2 or minimum level plus half of the reordering quantity. Danger level represent minimum usage into minimum lead time or minimum usage into minimum time for emergency purchase. Clear? These are all the various formula I have to remember. Just you can remember the formula, which formula we have to use, when we have to use, how we have to use, all those things we are going to discuss in our next unit. So first you should be in the position to remember the formula. Or in or not? So in this session, what you have learned, Kanna? You have learned material costing. What do you mean by material cost? It's a raw material cost is called a material cost. How we have to reduce the cost of the material, various technique to reduce the cost. Cost reduction technique or cost controlling technique, minimization of cost technique with respect to material cost. There we have come across purchase procedure. The planning process is called a purchase procedure. Then we have to record properly, that is called accounting record, material accounting record, that is called stores record. The stores record consists of 3 different types of record: bin card, stores ledger, stock control card. Bin card is mere quantitative record. Stock control card is also quantitative record, and the stores ledger is a combination of quantity as well as value based record. Thereafter, we have discussed about the difference between bin card versus stores ledger. What is called bin we have identified, and difference between bin card versus stores ledger I have learned. Then we have moved to setting of various stock levels: reorder level, maximum level, minimum level, average level, danger level. Clear? So all these stock levels. With respect to all the stock level, what is important? Formula is important. You have to remember the formula. Formula for reorder level, maximum level, formula for minimum level. Any formula, because reverse working formula and reverse working questions and all, if you are not strong in the formula, very difficult to solve the problem itself. Clear? So that if you can be able to remember the formulas as well as format properly, if you have the grip, substantial time saving will be there in the exam hall. That's why last few pages, last 20 pages rather. Clear? For your quick revision you can have, there you have to note it down. In material costing, in previous sessions also, change in variable cost, change in cost by change in number of units equal to variable cost per unit. Clear? Thereafter you learned some formats also, cost sheet format, simple cost sheet, comprehensive cost sheet. Similarly, here also various formula. Okay? All these, setting of various stock level, all the formula. If you keep on, you are going to update in the parallel in the last few pages. For it will help you for your quick revision. By way of formula only, you are going to score the mark. Hope you enjoyed the session, and how we have to apply the formula that we are going to learn in our next session. Thank you.